Hi everyone, and welcome back to Betsson Group Live. For anyone who's just joining us, this is a live video series where you can expect to hear from key people in the business speaking about their experiences and sharing their insights of working at Betsson Group. Today I have a special guest joining me. His name is Ronni Hartvig and he's the Chief Commercial Officer at Betsson Group. Welcome, Ronni.
Thank you.
It's great to have you here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Let's dive into the commercial department. But before we do, I want to get to know you a little bit better, Ronni. Malta is the headquarters for Betsson Group. So I'm curious, what brought you to Malta, of all places?
Of all places?
Yeah.
Well, I'm from Denmark, and I was studying back home at Copenhagen Business School. And I did my thesis around a gaming company. And around about how to enter new markets. And when that was done, the CEO of the company asked me if I would be interested in coming to Malta and basically work with him in his gaming company. And at that time I said Malta, I have heard about Malta, but I was not really sure where it was. Yeah. I was not really sure, I didn't know that much about it, but I said it's the right thing for me to try it out.
Yeah, wow, and now you're here.
Yeah.
How many years has it been now?
Well, that's been a while. We are around 15 years now.
Wow.
16 years, actually.
Many years.
Yeah.
And I know you used to play football for the local team here in Malta. And what did you, as a Danish expat, appreciate the most about playing for the Maltese football team here?
Well, I mean, for me, I came to Malta because of work. And when I left Denmark, I stopped playing football on a semi-professional level. So for me, it was a big move to go to Malta and focus on work and my career, because I'd always focused on football. So coming to Malta and focus on work and then still be able to combine it with football was the best thing I could do. Because when you come as an expat and you want to integrate on a new island or in a new country, it gave me a lot of good friends that I still have today. It gave me a network and not just hang out with your Scandic or community from gaming.
Yeah. So were you any good?
Yeah, I was pretty okay.
And I also heard rumors that you had a nickname when you were playing. So what did they call you, Ronni?
You really want to bring that up here?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, it was Ronni the Rock. I was a defender.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it feels like ages ago. Well, it is. But I played central defender, and due to my height and my position, they found it suitable to call me the Rock, as being the one who stopped all the attacks, basically.
Ronni the Rock Hartvig. That's noted.
That's.
And you started your career in iGaming as a CRM manager, customer relationship management. Was that a good place to start, in your opinion?
Well, for me, it was a great place to start because I have a big interest in customer communication and interaction and understanding what drives the customers, what they like to do, basically. So for me, it was great. I think there are many good places to start when you get into gaming. Customer support is a fantastic place because there you really get to understand the customers, and in the end of the day our business is all about what our customers want in that sense. Yeah. So for me, customer support, CRM, you can start in other places as well. It's really what you desire, because you can go in many directions, but starting on a broader level where you get a bigger view is a good start. Yeah.
And you've had quite an interesting career at Betsson Group as well. Tell us about that.
Well, it's 6 years ago I joined Betson now, almost. And I started as managing director for NordicBet, one of our bigger Scandinavian brands. And after, you can say, I would say, turn that business around from a difficult place to a good place. I became managing director for Betsson, our flagship brand in that sense, our mother brand. And then I was promoted 3 years ago to my current position as CCO for the group.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it has been a hectic period. Yeah. It has been exciting. I have never looked back since I joined Betsson.
Yeah.
There has been tough times. There has been a lot of fun times.
Yeah.
And every day is a new adventure.
Yeah. Let's talk more about the commercial department. So it's a relatively large department. It's incorporating different functions that in some companies might be found in the marketing department. So why don't you tell us, Ronni, a little bit about the commercial department, what it looks like and how it works?
Of course. So, I mean, in our situation, we are structured differently. And the main reason for being structured differently is because we have more than 25 brands in more than 25 markets. So for us, it's very important to think about efficiency, scalability, and due to that, we have both marketing and the commercial side in one team. So we have country teams that are regional, focusing on the brands that we are marketizing and that are owning the budgets and all that. And then we have central functions like a central marketing team within our commercial team that is there as, you can call them internal agencies, that are there to support the country teams. So that is the big difference from other companies and to Betsson.
Great. And for someone sitting at home wondering, what is it like to work in the commercial department? What would you tell that person?
I mean, first and foremost, it's good to acknowledge that we are more than 300 people in commercial. And we are more than 50 different nationalities. And with all the brands and all the different markets we are focusing on, it's a variety of, I mean, there is speed. You need to be, I would say, agile and ready to adapt to changes. And you need to be able to feel comfortable in a very fast-paced environment.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's very important. We actually have a question from the audience. Someone is wondering, what makes a successful candidate? When you're hiring, what do you look for in people?
Well, I mean, there are many things we are looking for in general. In my case, what I always look at and what I feel is the most important thing is passion. You need to find the passion for what you are doing. Both to be happy as a person and feel that you are accomplishing whatever you want to accomplish in your life, but also, to be successful in your career and grow and learn. So for me, passion, it comes above everything.
Yeah, passion is key. And that is one of our values as well at Betsson.
Yes, and I think it's important that we really live that value. I mean, you need to have that edge and you need to have a sense of competitiveness in you.
Absolutely. Speaking of recruitment, we are currently hiring for multiple roles within the commercial department. What are the two hottest roles that we are looking for new candidates at the moment?
I mean, with more than 300 people and with all our expansion plans, we are looking for quite a lot of different roles. And I would say all roles are key. Otherwise, we will not look for them. But if I should highlight a few, I mean, we are looking especially for CRM, customer relationship managers, within the different verticals, so both casino and within sportsbook. And that is also very good entry roles. But I would also like to mention, if you have a bit of gaming experience, we are looking for a head of live casino at the moment, which is a very attractive and exciting role as well. Yeah. But in general, I mean, I would say it's across, we look for people to help us in LATAM, in South America expansion, for people in Africa, people in Croatia, in Sweden. So it's really across the board.
Yeah. And if you guys want to read more about these roles that Ronni mentioned or about any of the other roles that we have open in the commercial department, you can just go onto our careers page and check them out there. So as you mentioned some of our markets before. Betsson Group has expanded into new markets last year. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about this expansion?
Yeah, I mean, expansion is always exciting and fun and it's new and so on. But in our case, it's like, 2020 was a very tough year, not only due to COVID, but also due to the industry and the way it develops in the more mature markets in Europe. So when you go through a period of, I would say, more challenges, whether it is internal or external, we as a company believe that it's time to invest even further and grow even further. So we laid the seeds in 2020. While we had to adjust to the COVID situation, we also had to lay the seed for the future growth. So we have been investing a lot and starting new markets. So, in 2020, we started in Colombia, in Brazil, we opened up in Croatia, we started in Kenya, and now 2021, we will continue that path, and we have at least, I would not put a number, but we have many more markets to come in 2021.
Yeah. So some exciting plans for 2021 then.
Very.
Yeah.
Very.
Let's try to wrap this up. I want to ask you, Ronni, what do you think is the best thing about working at Betsson Group?
For the last 6 years, I have been at Betsson, and I think I mentioned before, I have never looked back at that time. And what drives me is really the team, the people, the culture, and I mentioned the fast-paced industry. I think in Betsson, you can work in many different corners of the business, but what you really will experience is that you can make a great impact on the business. And whether that is you're new to the company in a more entry role, I would say, or you are more senior, wherever you sit in gaming and within Betsson, you have the opportunity to take your passion with you and grow as much as you desire.
Yeah. Great answer. Before I let you go today, Ronni, I have some fire questions that I want to end this episode with. So the rules are that you can pick one of the two options that I give you, and you have to answer as quick as possible, okay? Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
You need a sip of water?
No.
Okay.
Fire away.
Okay, let's go. Manchester United or Liverpool?
No doubt, United.
Okay, great. What is the one food you would never give up?
Must be a ribeye steak.
Yeah. Texting or talking?
I'm sure you know that answer. And I know you asked me to answer quick, but I work in sales and marketing, so it's definitely talking.
Talking, okay.
Plus, I have a different age compared to most of my colleagues.
Favorite flavor ice cream?
Strawberry.
Perfect. Morning or evening?
Morning.
Choice of superpower. You can choose one. Do you prefer invisibility or super strength?
That will be super strength.
Super strength.
Yes.
Okay, yes. Great. That's noted. Thank you so much, Ronni, for joining Betsson Group Live. It was amazing to have you here today.
More than welcome. Pleasure to be here.
Great. So thank you guys again for tuning in to Betsson Group Live. If you want to find out more about the next episode, you can follow us on our LinkedIn page under the tab Events. And as we mentioned today, if you're looking for new opportunities within commercial, check out our careers page. So see you guys next time. Bye.